A few weeks ago, my wife showed me this website called Answer the Public. It's a website where you can put in a term and it shows you what people are searching for on the internet related to that topic. It's pretty helpful in selecting topics for this channel, but it also came up with some pretty strange questions. Today I'll be answering some of these questions related to the Beatles. Are the Beatles still alive? Only two are currently still alive, Paul and Ringo. Are the Beatles overrated? To some people, I'm sure they're overrated. I think one of the problems with the band is people can build them up so much for people who aren't familiar with them that they set their expectations way too high. That said, I don't think they are, personally. They have enough in their catalog and influence that justify their place in history. Are the Beatles British? Yes, they are. Are the Beatles a boy band? I've seen this parallel drawn a lot. I think in the early days they were really marketed as a boy band, and I think boy bands follow this template of promotion. Despite their image in the beginning, they were very serious musicians who definitely grew beyond the boy band formula. Are the Beatles a rock band? Technically, yes, I suppose. Most of their songs will fall into the rock category. They played a little bit of everything, though. I'm a firm believer that no matter what style of music you prefer, there's a Beatles track that you can find that fits it. Are the Beatles in the Jungle Book? They are not, but early in the Jungle Book's production, the idea was floated to have them be in the film. They wanted them to provide music as well as be featured in the film as characters. This idea was obviously dropped, but the vultures in the film were modeled after the band. Can the Beatles read music? No, they cannot. George Martin helped them greatly, though, to translate and understand some of the core foundations of music. Can the Beatles speak German? They played in Hamburg, Germany for a number of years, so it would be safe to say that they knew the language well enough to get by, and they even recorded 2 tracks in German. Can the Beatles sing? It depends on who you ask. I would say yes, they all definitely could sing. John probably wouldn't agree. He would often ask producer George Martin to alter his voice because he just never liked the sound of it. Can all the Beatles song? Sure. How the Beatles Changed the World. I think this is actually a documentary title, but if you wanted a one-line response, I would say, by creating a musical movement that would impact an entire generation around the world, shaping their ideals, tastes, and values for years to come. How the Beatles broke up. There's a lot of different responses to this particular answer, and it could fill up its own video. However, if we want to get specific, the band was legally dissolved in 1974. How the Beatles destroyed rock and roll. I obviously don't agree with this, but I think I understand the perspective on it. You could argue that they changed music so much that anything else could seem derivative of that work, even if the artist wasn't trying to do specifically what the Beatles did. I've seen the same argument said about Star Wars, that it was so huge you can't make a sci-fi space movie without being influenced or compared to it. That's it for this episode, but don't worry, more are coming. If you have a weird Beatles question you'd like to ask, leave it below, and I'll try my best to answer it in a future episode. The content on this channel is made possible from viewers like you. Help the channel grow by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.